All right, Shalom. Before I get started, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Kahala Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Wadash. Secondly, I want to give double honors to all the elders and apostles throughout the four corners of the earth that's pushing this truth in all sincerity and righteousness in these last days. And we know who the 100% truth lies with great millstone. Start with the elders and apostles. Also, like to give double honors to the head and the elder of the Man of Israel camp, the Chazat, whom I teach under, down here in Greenville, South Carolina. Also, like to give another shout out to you sincere IKM, you brothers out there that's pushing this truth in all sincerity and righteousness in these last days. I also like to give another shout out to you Israelite foreigners that's looking like the other heathen nations causing confusion, coming back to your heritage in these last days. And lastly, a quick shout out to you few out Wathium, you sisters out there that standing in order and doing what y'all need to do in these last days. To y'all, like to say shalom. All right, and I'm coming back through the spirit and power you have by Shem Shah with another quick exhortation video. And basically, I just want to do a quick lesson through the spirit and power you have by Shem Shah, basically going into how we're gonna have to endure into the end, man. All right, especially now that we're in the last days, we're gonna have to endure different trials and tribulations that's gonna be thrown our way, man. All right, some gonna be greater than others, but at the end of the day, we all gotta endure so we can receive that crown of life, which we're gonna be crowned by Yahweh Shai if we endure into the end, man. And we understand that a lot of people, a lot of niggas, 2/3, a lot of you niggas that claim to be in this truth, they ain't gonna endure, man. Y'all not gonna endure to the end. Especially you got niggas who say they can't eat bitter herbs because it's too bitter. Come on, bro. Come on, man. So if you can't take bitter herbs, how much more the trials and tribulation that you got to face in Jacob's trouble, man? Because we approaching Jacob's trouble, as you see. I know y'all see the prophecies. I know that y'all know the prophecies. Whether if y'all break them down wrong or not, I know y'all understand them. Because more than likely, you had to sell a lot, man. There's no way you can't see the prophecies, man. So if you can't endure to the end, you're not going to make it, man. You're going to be a 2/3. You're going to be a part of that lake of fire, man. And a lot of you niggas going to take that MOTB, man. A lot of you going to take that mark, man. That's going to be the main temptation. That's going to be the main thing you're going to have to endure, man. All right, is you going to endure it when that become mandatory? Huh? The answer is either yes or no. There is no maybe. Yeah, you can say Lord willing, but hey, man, this time we coming to, man. You got to endure. And what does it mean to endure? Let's get it in the Google definition right quick. This is the word to endure. And the definition says suffer something painful or difficult. You see, in that difficult time that we're coming into is Jacob's trouble, man. And you got to suffer, man. Right? You got to suffer in this thing, man. And you gotta love to want to suffer in this truth, man. And Elder, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Elder Gabar, all the elders really push it, but Elder Gabar be pushing that heavy, man. That you got to endure in this thing. You got to love to suffer in this thing, man. Because Yahweh Shai had to suffer, man. So how much more are you, man? The Lord said the servant is not greater than his master. So if the Lord had to suffer, guess what? You gonna have to suffer, man. If the Lord made his only begotten son, which was something special towards him, the only begotten, if he made him suffer, do you not think he gonna make us suffer? The answer is yes. So let's get these couple of scriptures and then we're gonna close it out. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus. Matter of fact, let me start at verse 1. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2 and verse 1. Matter of fact, let's see here. Let's read down to verse 4. Really, the point is in verse 2, really. Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 2 from the top. It said, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, prepare thyself for temptation." So if you want to when you come into this truth, you got to understand, not everything is going to be peaches and cream. Yes, at first it's going to be peaches and cream at first, yeah. everything gonna be sweet. It's like you know what I'm saying. You know how somebody, you know how, like for example, you go buy the car, you go to a car dealership, they get you with all the sweet deal. It's basically like, yeah, it's basically how was shot winding you in slowly but surely. When you go buy that, you go to the dealership, they give you a nice little deal and whatnot. And next thing you know, that promotion going, oh hell, just break loose. You ever had that happen to you? You know what I'm saying? The promotion, you get the promotion for like a certain amount of months or maybe a year or two. Next thing you know, once that promotion gone, boom, that's when all the bills start stacking up on you. All the hell, you know, like I said, some greater than others. But the point is, it's gonna get harder and harder over time, man. You see? So when you come into this thing, you gotta prepare yourself, man. You gotta prepare that soul for temptation. You're gonna be tempted, man. All right, Yahweh was tempted. You're gonna be tempted, man. And that hour of temptation is not. That main hour of temptation that I'm really speaking on is the MOTB, man. All right, that grain of rice that they're gonna put inside you, man. Verse 2, it says, set thy heart aright. And it's not talking about your actual heart that pumps blood. No, it's talking about, you know, your mind. Because that word heart means your loud, which means your mind. So it says, set thy mind or heart aright. So you got to get your mind right in this ministry, this truth. Because in this truth, you're going to have to deal with mental battles, man. So you got to get your mind there. You're going to have to get your mind right first. And then everything, well, really spiritually, you got to be there spiritually. And then you got to get your mental right. Then you got to be physically there, man. See? So it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. You got to constantly endure, meaning constantly, what's the word I was looking for? You got to constantly find ways to endure, man. All right? Whether if you got to get into the scriptures, whether you got to constantly pray, right? You got to constantly endure in this thing, man. You can't just take breaks in this ministry, man. The Lord ain't dealing with niggas who want to take breaks. No. You can't take no break in this truth, man. You can't want to say, oh, I don't feel like being an Israelite right now because it's too hard. Then the next thing you know, when all the hell just go away, the next thing you know, you decide to be a Hebrew Israelite again. No, it don't work that way, man. And the Lord gonna cast you off, man. Because you see that you ain't fit for the kingdom of heaven, man. You see you ain't fit for this truth, this ministry. So it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and may not hasten the time of trouble. A lot of you niggas gonna be making haste in the time of trouble. Y'all gonna be running to who? Esau, Edom, Daddy. That's who y'all run to. Y'all Daddy Esau, man. You know, cause a lot of you niggas don't even got dads out here, man. So yeah, what y'all gonna do? Run to Egypt for help, like the scriptures say, man. And the Lord said not to run to Egypt for help, man. That's why He said, "Woe to you that go down to Egypt for help and have not answer my mouth." Roughly paraphrasing, man. You see? So it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto Him. You see, it said cleave. When you cleave, that word cleave means, debat means cleave. That's the brother name in the camp. But it says cleave unto Him. So you got to cleave into Yahweh Shah, man. You can't incline from Him. You got to cleave to Him. I mean, you can't decline from Him, Salakia. You're supposed to incline towards Him, not decline. Had to correct myself. The water Yahweh Shah, that's Satan. It said cleave unto Him and depart not away. You see? Because the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, when I come to serve the Lord, it's like, basically what it says, when you return, you got to seek Him 10 times more, not seek Him 10 times less. You see? So it says, cleave unto Him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. You see, the Lord's going to increase us at the last end. Why? Because we constantly endured until the end. So it says, verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. That's what I was saying. You got to take cheerfully. You got to love to suffer in this ministry, man. Although it is hard for some brothers because of things they may go through. But at the end of the day, you got to take it cheerfully, man. You got to take it like a champ, you know. You can't just complain all the time, man, because the Lord said, gird up thy loins like a man. You see? This is what you wanted, although, yes, it get hard, but this is what you wanted, though, at the end of the day. See, you basically made a vow when you came into this thing. And the Lord you know what happens when you break a vow, man. But it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient. And that word patient means what? To suffer. And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. So you got to be patient when you change it to a lower state, because the Lord only got you into that lower state for a period of time, man. You know, however long He may have it, but you got to be patient, because at the end of the day, He's gonna rise you back up. You see? So let's go over let's go over to Romans chapter 8, verse 18. It says, For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which should be revealed in us. See? It says, for I reckon that the sufferings ain't gonna be able to compare to the glory we're about to receive. But you got to constantly endure if you want to receive those glories, man, from Yahweh Shai. He's gonna hey man, you read the promises that He gave to us in the book of Romans, the 9th chapter, man. The giving of the law, the covenants, right? The service of God, right? We got all those things, man. The kingdom, we got all that. But guess what? We just gotta suffer. And like I said, you gotta love to suffer in this ministry, man. So it says, for I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which should be revealed in us, man. So we have to endure until the end, man. Because at the end of the day, these sufferings gonna get us into the end, man. You know, especially when you loving to suffer, it's gonna get you to the end. And guess what? You're gonna be it says the glory which should be, it said this present time, well, for I reckon, I'm gonna read it. For I reckon that the sufferings, right? What sufferings we got to go through? I just named one of them. The main one I was talking about is the MOTB. That's the main suffering we got to go through. Or losing family as well. That's gonna be another suffering, man. But guess what? We have to endure all that, man. All that. Yahweh Shai endured all that, so we gonna have to endure all that, man. He suffered way greater things than we did. He died for people that didn't want to live for Him, that disrespected Him. You see? So this is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness. You see? It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. We must endure hardness. What hardness is it talking about? I'm always naming them. The MOTB, right? The hour temptation is the MOTB. Famine. You see? It's going to be another thing where there's no food out here, man. You got to endure that. You got to endure all hell breaking loose, family turning on you. You got to endure these things, man. But it is what it is. Why? Because we got the kingdom of heaven coming our way. And there's a red bird in front of me, man. You know? But let's look at... You see that? It says seeing a red cardinal is often considered a sign of hope, good fortune, or a message from a loved one who has passed away. We ain't dealing with that. But the main one is hope. We need hope in this thing, man. You see? We need hope. We hoping to endure into the end, man. That's the thing. We hoping to endure into the end, man. There's no guarantee we're gonna endure to the end, but we hoping. The Lord had that red bird pop up for a reason, because we hoping to be the elect. You see? But yeah. And then they talking about beliefs. Talking about some beliefs when their cardinal appears, an angel is near. Hey, Lord willing, man. But ain't no telling. But hey, if it is, hey, call Allah Yahweh Shai. Oh man, that's crazy, man. Cause they right there. Now it's by my doorstep, man. They was just by my doorstep. It's crazy. Hey, Lord willing. Lord willing, man. I stay in apartment complexes, and it's like it's two doors beside each other. And then, it's like, how apartment complexes is in the South. you got 2 doors on each side, and the damn the red birds by my damn door. So hey, Lord willing, I mean, hey, see the angels say, hey, like, Lord willing, man, Lord willing, Yahweh Ratazah, man, you know. But anyway, man. But like you said, 2 Timothy 2:3, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier. You see, we got to be, hey, like they say in the world, hey, God give his, and it's, you know, it's pretty much true. The Lord give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, man. Hey, and I can tell you right now, hey, the elder of our county, hey, he's a good soldier, man. He's a strong soldier, man. Cause the stuff he had to endure, man, it's a lot. Hey, it's tough, you know. And I seen the Lord, I seen the Lord physically uplift this man, you know. But like I said, down endure hardness. So we're gonna have to go through hard things in this truth, man. This truth ain't gonna be easy. This truth ain't for the fucking weak, man. Point blank, period. Hey, man, you want to punk out, man, just leave, man. Cause shit is really about to get real, man. You might as well just leave this ministry. There's no fucking point of you being in this thing, man. Because shit is about to get real, man. Esau is really about to come in like a flood, man. And you niggas out here want to be fucking weak, want to be feminine ass little man out here, little pussies, man. The scripture said, gird up thy loins like a man. Take it cheerfully. Don't bitch and don't be crying all the goddamn time, man. You know, yes, things get hard. I understand that, man. But we got to keep pushing. We got to keep pushing. This is a motivation. We got to keep pushing. We got to motivate each other, man, to keep pushing. Although I don't go through half of the things, but I still got to push him, man. You know, whether if he is going through harder things than me, I still got to push that brother, man. Because if not, that means I don't care for that brother. Although I may not understand what he may be going through, but I still have to push him in some way, some form, man. You know? So let's get this last scripture and then we're going to close it out. It's the book of Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved, man. So if you endure to the end, guess what? You're going to be saved, man. You're going to be saved from the wrath to come, which Yahweh is about to bring that wrath very soon, man. You see? And Lord willing, we endure all the trials and tribulations that we have to go through, man. Lord willing, Yahweh Ratazah. There's going to be a lot of great trials and tribulations we got to face in these latter days that we in now. And shit is about to get real. You see the shit. DJ Trump. Hey, you see he bringing back, he took away segregation, man. You see? So things about to get real, bro. Look at those. Hey, go rewatch those last 2 Purge movies they made. The one with Jake, it was the first Purge, right? The one with Jake, and then you got the one with Issachar, the Forever Purge. Look at them 2 purges, and tell me that don't remind you of Israel, man. This is what's gonna happen with Israel, man. You know, some things, you know, they had to sauce it up, but just you know, like the other say, like the brother says, take the meat off the bones, man. You'll see. They show a lot of symbolism in that movie, man. What Jake gonna be, what Southern Kingdom gonna be, and what Northern Kingdom gonna be doing. You see, so go back and watch those movies, man. But yeah, man, brothers, y'all need to endure to the end, right? Because the only one that's gonna endure to the end is the elect, and those are the ones that's gonna be saved from the wrath to come. So, Lord willing, this video was edifying. I'm gonna close it with giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rechakwadash. Shalom till next time. Shalom.